Hello everyone. So in this video we will be comparing and contrasting plasma membrane with intracellular signaling by the various types of hormones. That is a mouthful. So let's get to it. Imagine two hormones trying to get into a cell. One rings the doorbell, the other just unlocks the door and walks in like they pay rent. Let's talk about it. Here we go. First up, let's talk about the water-soluble hormones. These hormones are water-soluble, and the cell membrane, it's made of fat. Water and fat mix about as well as oil and water. In other words, these hormones are not getting in. So, what do? They ring the doorbell. The hormone is the first messenger. The receptor on the membrane answers. As there usually is, here's the twist. The real action happens inside. Second messengers inside the cell: CAMP, CGMP, and calcium. It's like the hormone sends one text, and inside the cell, it turns into a full group chat. Now, calcium joins the party. Calcium teams up with IP3 and DAG. And suddenly, enzymes are turning on. Channels are opening. Things are happening fast. Seconds to minutes, think adrenaline saying, we ain't gonna die today. Immediate response. So here's how you're gonna remember this. Water equals won't enter. Won't enter, rapid response. Water hormones equal rapid plus ring the receptor. Next up, we have lipid soluble hormones, the house key hormones. These hormones are lipid soluble and the membrane is lipid, aka fat. This hormone walks in like, don't mind me. But before that happens, they cannot float freely in the blood. So what they have to do is they have to hitch a ride with carrier proteins. So think of carrier proteins as Uber for hormones. Once inside, they bind to the receptors in the cytoplasm or the nucleus. And instead of activating enzymes, they go to the DNA. Then say, let's rewrite the instructions. They alter gene transcription. What they're doing is literally changing what proteins the cell makes. The speed is slower, about hours to days, but the effect is long-lasting. Think of it as the thyroid hormone adjusting the metabolism over time. This is not panic mode, this is renovation mode. So a good way to remember lipid soluble hormones is that lipid equals long-lasting DNA changes. Lipid hormones equals DNA editors. Water hormones equal doorbell, fast, enzyme tweaks. Lipid hormones equal house key, slow, blueprint rewrite. Okay, so remember, water hormones change activity, lipid hormones change identity. A great way to remember this, I don't know about you, but when I drink lots of water, I'm feeling very energetic and, I'm ready to just take on the day. But if I eat a little bit too much, I feel sluggish. But also, what happens when you eat too much? Your identity change because you're going to look a little bit thicker. So, yeah, that's one way to remember. One flips the switches, the other rewrites the manual, and your body uses both perfectly.